Welcome to In the Geek Room's Avengers Endgame review. Okay, this review is not going to be like the movie, as in 3 hours long. It's nowhere going to be near as enjoyable as the movie, but I will guarantee you this will be spoiler free. So here's a warning: spoiler free review. No plot points are going to be discussed in this or anything like that. Will reveal anything or ruin the story for the film if you haven't seen it. So I'm going to basis that if you have seen it, this I'm just going to be deconstructed for you. If you haven't seen it, no spoilers, 100% no spoiler promise from this Avengers Endgame review. Now, with a runtime of 3 hours and 1 minute, you'd expect it to drag at points, but this is where Avengers Endgame is perfect. It is perfectly timed. It doesn't feel like you're sitting through a 3 hour, 1 minute movie. Advice though, definitely if you want to take a toilet break, do it during the trailers and the adverts, and sit in and just hold into the end of the film. You do not want to miss 1 second of this movie. It's absolutely incredible. The biggest game changer in comic book movies since I'd probably say Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. They did for the DC. It basically made a movie that DC have tried to emulate ever since. So, but back to the end game. It's the culmination. This is a 22nd movie in the MCU, and it is superb. You'd usually imagine rule is that by time you hit the fourth film in a franchise, even if it's a standalone, like your Avengers, by the time you get to your fourth sequel, it's usually diminished returns. But to get to the fourth sequel for a quote Avengers movie, and the 22nd in the continuity, it's generated 1 billion in its opening weekend, deservingly. I have to say, and it is it is the best one so far. And going into Endgame, because I'm a huge fan, and for years I've said that Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Guardians of the Galaxy, and most recently Ant-Man and Wasp are my favourites. But Endgame completely is so in my opinion, the best of the MCU movies so far. And a big shout out to I put on the list Iron Man 2, the one that pretty much, in my opinion, set into motion the whole shared universe, and you can actually collect the collective heroes. One that had, with the introduction of Natasha Romanoff and bigger part for Nick Fury, and bringing it all together. So, but back to the end game. The end game is absolutely superb. Now, I haven't done this in a while in my reviews. I've got notes. I'm not going to show it because I've got notes for my spoiler one as well on here. So, good thing you can't see it. Endgame is perfect. Is a perfect 3-act movie. I mean, it's the first two acts are absolutely brilliant, but for the third act, they just amp it up completely, and it takes something incredible and makes it even better as you get into the end game of the movie, which is it's superb. I mean, this is a film you have to see spoiler free. That's why no points going to be discussed, and anything it's best to just go like with open mind and not know what you're seeing. We know how Infinity War ended, and this is not Infinity War Part 2, as originally when they first came out it was Infinity War and Infinity War Part 2. This is not Part 2. It's a movie in itself. It's the aftermath of what happened in Infinity War. And it's superb. I mean, like I said, this is the game changer. You can actually make an epic that, a combination of, like I said, 21 films prior, and I mean, a knowledge of the 21 films before, it adds to the enjoyment. But you can literally just come in after just seeing Infinity War, and you won't get a lot of the references, but you'll know where they are. If all you've seen is Infinity War and you just want to go straight to the end game, yes, it is accessible, because there is a link, well, it is a direct link to Infinity War, because this is the aftermath and how the surviving heroes are dealing with the loss to Thanos, and that's what makes it perfect. But it's the interconnection with the rest of the MCU that gives it this massive kick, and the fact that people have actually done like myself who have been there from the start, and even if you just came into it at any point along the way, this is just the culmination of everything we've seen so far, and with the surviving Avengers. I mean, right from the start, like I said, I don't want to get spoiler territory, but this film is geared around going into seeing it clean, and that's why it's perfect. Like I said, it's the perfect 3 acts, and and you care for every one of the characters that survived while still thinking about those ones that haven't. So it's and all the character arcs are perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong. I've seen this 3 times, and this is close to the perfect epic superhero movie and blockbuster movie. It's proof that you can make blockbusters with a true heart, and that's it's perfection. And you know, and the ending, it does it ties everything up in such a fantastic way. That's like I said, I don't. It's hard doing this when I'm going to spoiler territory without giving things away. But the ending, is a solid ending. It is, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I'm going to say 5-star movie. It deserves all the praise it's getting, both critically and from the fan base. And the 1 billion in its opening weekend. I've been to 3 screenings so far at different parts of the day. I've been midnight, morning one, early so I could get 8 o'clock, and an evening one, and all 3 were completely sold out with, and that's testament. And the best thing is, this is a repeat viewing movie. Go see it once to enjoy and immerse yourself in it. But the second time around, listen to the audience reactions that haven't seen it. It's absolutely fantastic. The highs and the lows of the film is superb. But being in an audience with people, especially on the second viewing on the day of release, and just listening to other people around me was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And I mean, I can't say. I know I sounded like a Marvel MCU fanboy, but I cannot overstate how great this movie really is. So, without going on and on, this has been my spoiler-free. Go see Avengers Endgame before. I know it's all the secrets are out there. Just go into it spoiler-free. Don't just avoid everything. And then if it's still on if you're watching this and it's on Blu-ray, DVD, digital, or everything, you probably all know all these sort of things now. But I mean, I'm glad as a fan since of the MCU since day one, since Iron Man, that I'm glad that I've been able to go into these movies spoiler free without knowing anything, and that's the beauty of it, and that's what makes these films so special. Don't spoil the end game, and everything like that. You best and this is it. Just go into it spoiler free. Don't expect anything. Just go in and be in awe at the spectacle that you see, and that's the best way to enjoy it. Is out hearing this has happened or this has happened. Enjoy it and enjoy every moment as it's fresh coming to you on the screen. Even after repeat viewings, you can enjoy the film just as much and even more when you know what is actually coming, because you can now look for the Easter eggs in the multiple viewings. And this is a multiple viewing film, not just to find the little geeky things, but just to enjoy it another time round. It does not feel like you're sitting through a 3-hour, 1-minute film, as it does with The Lord of the Rings and other films, like your Transformers movies, which is a chore to watch. And even a lot of the superhero films aren't even that long. You just look at your watch going, how I've been in the cinema for an hour, it feels like a lot longer. This is one of these films, you're 3 hours, 1 minute, you're looking at it, you're thinking, okay, it doesn't feel like more than 1.5 hours. It's that. And that's the beauty, is the pacing. The pacing is perfect. Like I said, 5-star review. This has been my spoiler-free review for Avengers Endgame. Hope you enjoy. See you all in another In the Geek Room somewhere around the site, my In the Geek Room YouTube page, or if you're looking at it via the Facebook page, facebook.com/In the Geek Room. You'll also find, no doubt, the spoiler one and where I dissect the movie. Again, see you all in another In the Geek Room. That's my Avengers Endgame spoiler-free review. See you all soon.